Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome! So this is it. This is the big quad number episode. That's pretty crazy. And we also released a quad episode number before the game launch, so that's pretty crazy as well. We've been doing these daily for a while, at least like a year and a half, I think. I don't really have anything planned because, again, this is not the month for it to be a special celebration, you know? This is... How do I put it? I mean, I'm still in the process of, I've said it before, I'll say it again, you know, I temporarily moved, and now I'm going to be moving again soon, TM, probably in May, so... It's been a very, like, hectic time, and I've been trying to focus on other stuff as well, so, you know, a combination of real life, a combination of, other hobbies, you know, it's not exactly the time to do, like, a crazy celebration. We also skipped the April Fool's video as well. But with that being said, it's episode 1000. 5 cases salt, whatever. I don't care about continue. So we're just gonna kick back, and we're not gonna try to achievement hunt or anything like that. We're gonna do a Miku run because I mean it's the big 1000th episode. Oh my god, I think I deserve to play one of my favorite characters every once in a while. And so what are we gonna do as, like, your backstory? I'm thinking we do a little, just a little. I'm thinking we can do a little bit of Knight Errant Timeline A. Oh, that was blank, and then we clicked it, and that is the timeline button. That's so weird. But, yeah, we'll do a little Knight Errant Timeline A Miku for fun. And, you know, we don't run away. We're not a coward. And it's look who it is. So, you know, I'm feeling pretty good. The dog is in remiss, I think. Because I was trying to get her to settle down, but she's kind of going goblin mode, so we might have to do, like, a little bit of an Emmerdale. But we'll just see. We'll see if she starts to chill. I don't know if she wants inside or outside the closet, but we'll see, we'll see. So we've got, I hate this chair. Like, I don't know if you can hear it, but whenever I put any weight on the right armrest, it's just so bad. It's so Jover. Like, I'm so sad that this chair started falling apart. I really like it. And there's not really... I can't find it again, because I would just buy another one, I think. And then just, like, try to... I don't know. We've had the chair conversation before. But, yeah, charisma, dexterity, knowledge, light source, and then your second mystery. So everything but strength. Which is a little bit sad, but it does mean it enables us to, if we want, to go Monkey Wrench and then not necessarily have to push to 8 strength. We could just stay happy at 7 strength if we wanted to. Theoretically, we could also pivot to Box Cutter if we get it. That's something that we could definitely do. Since we're not on Timeline B, we gotta go with Skeleton Vomit. Listen, I'll be honest with you, I think the Devil Mizuki outfit is, and Mizuki, fake fan, Miku. The Devil Miku outfit is my favorite outfit in the game, but Skeleton Vomit does go hard, so, you know. Why did I just do that? I'm like, oh yeah, we need to change our outfit because the game just started. Evolving Eels, Crimson Cape, painting footage, abnormal arms. Yeah, it's a pretty big no-brainer moment, honestly. Also, I did want to say it because it got brought up again, and it's good to say it probably within the average watch time, is that I don't, I'm not looking for any reward or recognition or anything like that, or any, like, you know, I don't feel like I'm entitled to anything just because I've played the game for so long. You know what I mean? Because it's been brought up, it's been brought up at least like 3 or 4 times, which admittedly is not that much. It's actually very small considering the amount of episodes, but it's been brought up a few times nonetheless. And I think it's important to say that, like, I don't think that Panstash, the developer, knows that this playthrough exists. And so, like, there's no, like, I don't want any reward or anything like that where I, like, get a reference in the game. That would be pretty, like, I don't think that I deserve that at all. You know, I just play the game for fun, casually. You know, a lot of people are like, whoa, you've dedicated so much of your time to this game. It's like, do you know how much time I've dedicated to the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV? Do you know how many times I've beaten A Realm Reborn just for fun? Do you know how much time I have on my main save file? There are games that I play that I, like, absolutely degen in. And I don't expect anything. Like, there are games that I play way more than World of Horror. And it's like, I don't expect anything from any of that, you know? So it's like, I actually, out of all the games that I play a lot, or I should say I play frequently, World of Horror is probably the one that I have, like, the best relationship with as far as, like, a free time to, like, gaming standpoint, you know? It's like I play it, like, once a day for, like, 30 minutes. It's like, wow, crazy. There are people who have higher playtimes in the game than I do. And so, yeah, there are people who have done more to support this game as well. You know, a lot of people probably don't really, like, think about it in this way. But, you know, you have, like, a big YouTuber, plays this game once, gets, like, 200,000 views, already done more for World of Horror than I ever have or ever will. Okay, that, like, first, and do they get Easter eggs in the game? No, I don't think so. And also, you know, Easter eggs of, like, YouTubers really annoy the crap out of people as well, because I'm thinking of Fear and Hunger Termina right now, that one boss, who I think is really cool, the spear guy in the church. I think he's really cool. He's a reference to a YouTuber who covers Fear and Hunger content relentlessly. But, you know, a lot of people are just, like, genuinely mad at that. And here's the thing, I personally don't care. I think the fight's awesome. I think the enemy design is awesome. I think the boss is cool. But, you know, I wouldn't want to put anybody in that situation where they're like, hey, look at this cool, wacky reference. And then it's like, oh, you want to reference this, Skrunkle? Dickhead, you know, that sort of thing. Also, from what I've seen on the World of Horror Discord server, Panstash does not like people just casually beating Harbinger of Doom, so I don't think he would like this series. Just a little bit. And also, like, every 30 episodes, we go into Panstash Disrespector mode. Which is, you know, why on earth would, you know, anything good come from that? It's probably better if we both just kind of stay in our own lanes, you know? But, and by our own lanes, I mean I'm over here and he's over there. Oh boy, I'm sure glad he's in there and we're out here. But, yeah, no. It's all good. I just wanted to say that, because, like, it's been brought up a few times in the past. So anyways. Also, I feel like if any development time was directed towards including a reference to a YouTuber who has less than 1,000 subscribers, if any development time was spent on that, or any bugs were introduced because of that, I feel like I would be, like, community enemy #1. So, you know, everyone would want to be my enemy, and I'm not living that lifestyle, brother. I do not want to be, in the misery, as it were. Found footage, painting. I mean, I guess we can do painting second. Just kind of like a little bit fucked, but like that's okay, right? I think we can. I already took a bath. I mean, it's true. Everybody knows it's impossible to take a bath twice. Everybody knows this. Many people are saying this. It's true. But with that being said, narcissism aside, you know, we've been talking about me a lot. And, you know, we do that literally every single episode we talk about me. So putting the narcissism aside for a moment. Gonna be some new balance changes in the future. Potentially Mizuki and Koji buffs. Very nice, very based. I mean, we would rather take the Doom at this point, because our stats are so bad. Our stats are so horrible. I was considering, like, hitting the gritty and resetting the save file, but, because, I mean, it is episode 1000, so it'd be a pretty good, like, starting over point. The problem that I had with it, and the reason why I didn't, is A, we don't have all the achievements unlocked already, and B, we are kind of in a situation where, how do I put it? I mean, the game's almost going to come out, right? So, when we reset the save file, it should literally just be when the game comes out, if that makes sense. Did we get Blood Moon, like, immediately? No, this enemy just has, like, 8 more billion power. 50-50? No? Okay, then. Never mind. 2 reason? You piece. That's fine. We don't have first aid, admittedly, but I think it's okay. Now get me out of this hell. Second mystery, by the way. 4% Doom. What do you take me for? Someone, you take me for fucking Toshiaki? Do I look like the kind of guy who, if I walked outside and like a woman hit me with a branch, I would just like collapse into a fucking black hole and die immediately? That if I got cold, I would just die immediately? No. But anyways, let's just kind of... I kind of want to take Reason here to heal, but I think we're going to run it like this. Because I really want our stats to get better. Because the way that we're going to stop taking damage is by our stats getting better. So, if we have the opportunity to make our stats better, I would like to take that opportunity. It wouldn't be an episode without Akamanto, you know? Like, of course Akamanto just has to show up as, like, a lad, you know? Akamanto has to be there. He has to hit the gritty. Akamanto would never hit the... Akamanto doing the default dance in Fortnite and then hitting the gritty would be... Whew. That would be so crazy. Give me the Fortnite Yeezbird Games collaboration so that Alex Yick can use the omnidirectional movement gear from Attack on Titan and then say so dance on Naruto Uzumaki's corpse. Please give me that. Like, originally I was gonna be like, where's, you know, Akamanto in Fortnite win? Nah. Alex Yick in anything win. Listen, I would buy an Alex Yick skin in Fortnite, in any game, actually, and I would just constantly say, what the hell is going on anytime something happens? Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on? I mean, you couldn't stop me. I would be an absolute menace. I would be a menace to my team and to society if I could play as Alex Yick. Absolutely unhinged. You wouldn't be able to stop me. But, you know what would go hard? And I mean, I'm only thinking about this because someone was like, if the Iron Lung movie is popular enough, Markiplier could be put into Dead by Daylight. And I'm just thinking, like, World of Horror X Dead by Daylight would go hard. I mean, Aiko's even got the running shoes. I mean, it wouldn't be lore accurate because Aiko could just beat the killer to death. with her bare hands, but, you know, it would be really funny to see, like, Akamanto or something. It would be something truly evil. Yeah, it would be STE for sure. But it would be really funny to just, like, to have these, like, characters who are in this, like, black and white pixelated art style running around. That's something that Fortnite would do. That is absolutely something that Fortnite would do. Having just these fucking pixelated black and white ass characters just running around with, like, MP5s and rocket launchers. It's like that. They would do that. I need to go to the mansion twice, by the way. What the hell? You want me to go to a mansion in the middle of the forest twice? In this economy, do you know how expensive it is to rent a mansion? I don't. They don't list the price tag. It's one of those things that if you have to ask the price, you're too poor to do it. Oh boy. I mean, we, like, okay. 90% of the time I would do this to try to get the +1 knowledge, but you gotta. Ah, okay. I mean, listen. You've gotta go for it. It's the 1000th episode. Getting the katana would go hard. You have to just hit the gritty in that specific circumstance. And then, you know what? I think you're gonna hate me for this. I think you're gonna despise me. You're gonna curse my name into the abyss. But we're rolling it like this. We're absolutely rolling it like that. And then we're going here. You can't stop me. I mean, rummaging around a professor's rough... what word was I going with there? Like, ramshackled, roughhoused? You can't roughhouse a room, can you? What in God's name? What the hell was I going with there? What was bruh cooking? Not even he knows. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. It's just ignore it. It's look who's ignoring the crime scene. Listen, we're not a superhero. We're not a crime fighter. In fact, a lot of the time I'm assuming that Miku would be the crime herself. But oh, that's a problem, actually. Yeah, no, that is hold on. Oh hey, look. It's look. Now hold on a minute. Okay, hold on. Let me cook. I don't know why I did it like that, but theoretically we'll survive. Theoretically we'll survive. It's 33% chance. Badly bleeding, don't you dare. Get me the fuck out of here. Okay, 60% doom. I'm looking at our stats. I'm looking at adrenaline. And, you know, I'm thinking, okay, not bad, not bad. We're gonna take sanity? We're gonna take sanity. And then we're gonna take stamina here. And then we're gonna go get the badly bleeding cured. We have to do it like this. Tome of Rot, unironically, might go hard. Badly bleeding is done. Do I sell something? I mean, it would be the flashlight, right? To get rid of the infected wound, just to help our stats. And potentially get another discharge summary! Let's go! I was like, the only way that's helpful is if we get another discharge summary. And, I mean, I'm not gonna say no to 40 EXP. You don't say. Oh, that's beautiful. And just take the painkillers immediately. Like, we're going to fight a stamina boss and Akamanto human form, so we're out here living. It is what it is. Oh wait, no, this is timeline A. So not only are we guaranteed to not take 6% doom here at the end, but we're not fighting a boss. Beautiful. We're out here living, we're out here thriving. Okay, absolutely fantastic. Now this is not fantastic I mean, obviously it's good to meet your neighbors, and I'm gonna have to do that at some point. Regardless of where I end up, it would be very rude not to introduce myself. But, you know, if your neighbor happens to be a, I don't want to presume what this enemy type is, because you can't just hover over and find out, but if your neighbor happens to be a entity that wishes to kill you using the power of, physical violence, apparently, even though they're dealing sanity damage to us, you know, sure, it is what it is. And we're just gonna continue doing this because I was really hoping we could cheese something there. Okay, not feeling too great about that. Not feeling too great about that. Feeling pretty good about the guaranteed kill, though. Now, we are looking at this. We're looking at our sanity. We're really hoping for a good old-fashioned doomed already. That would be pretty good. I'm okay with that. We can take that. That's fine. The cut artery. That's pretty bad. That's actually pretty bad. I kind of regret saying that we take those. The witch's toll. The bell tolls. It's all coming apart at the seams. We're losing. Hasty aid? We're dying? We've lost? No. No, Rosie! Pretty horrendous. Like, actually really bad. My chair is creaking and shattering at the seams. Like, listen, I don't think I gave you an update on the chair. I think I was going to earlier. Did you hear that? That was just me, like, moving. And, like, So, I have discovered so many fascinating things about this chair, okay? So, first of all, the, like, stitching that they use on the cushion just completely came apart at one specific part, which is weird because I don't even sit on that part. Like, I specifically don't sit on that part, and yet the stitching came out there, which is really weird. But there's only, like, probably about an inch of, like, this yellow foam, and I'm trying to describe it the best way I can, but it's basically like like an off-white yellow foam. And that foam, there's probably only about, like, an inch or two of the foam. And then underneath it, I don't know if you can hear this. Well, I just bumped in the microphone, so you definitely heard that. But, like, I don't know if you can hear this. I don't know if you can hear that. Is a block of wood. My ass is sitting on 2 inches of foam and a block of wood. And then the armrest itself is about, like, half an inch of, like, the cheapest, like, foam, like, the hard, firm foam covered with, like, a black, like, soft plastic shell, and that just, like, indented into, like... But here's the thing. The plastic part of the armrest is not actually, like, a solid thing. It's actually hollow. So it basically has this weird, like, indentation, and I can actually get my finger under it. So think of it like just like a plastic rectangle that's hollow. And so that's why it broke. That's why it's cracked. It's because it doesn't have anything, like, actually supporting it. It's just like it's literally just like a flimsy plastic rectangle that had a little bit of foam on top of it. And it's just like, damn, they spent, like, the price of this chair is literally just the wire mesh at the back, and then everything else about the chair is just the cheapest shit they could even make, right? Like, which, hey, listen, I needed the wire mesh for the back support, so, you know, I didn't die when I'm sitting down. But, oh my god, like, this chair is terrible. If I ever get, like... You know, if I'm ever walking along the side of the road and I find, like, a comically large-sized bag of money, I'm buying, like, one of those fucking Herman Millers that's, like, $4,000 or something. I swear to God. I need I need a chair that is like not fucking detritus. That is not garbage. Like, this chair would be fantastic if just like you took the back of the chair and then put like a better cushion and better armrests on. Because, like, oh my god, it's kind of, like, really embarrassing that it's just, like, a hollow plastic rectangle with, like, half an inch of foam on it for the armrests. And then the actual seat being, like, an inch and a half or 2 inches of foam, and then a fucking wooden block is just so funny. And again, it came apart, like, the actual, like, stitching on the, like, the cover of it, or whatever you would call it, because it's not like because it's like a foam thing and a wooden block with, like, stitching over it, you know what I mean? Like, the fact that that just broke, it's like, oh my god. Anyways, we were doing a run here, and I was trying to delay because I wasn't happy with our options for these perks. But that's okay. We're getting tireless, right? I have not been paying attention. Our ass is tireless, though, correct? I really do hope so. But yeah, like, anytime I move, you can hear the chair, like, creak and go, like, creak and crack and stuff, and it's like, the armrests specifically are so bad. And also, I can't even really use the back of the chair because I have to lean forward to the mic, which is basically stuck in a static position, and it can't move, so it can move, the microphone can move like a couple of inches. But, you know, we had, some people might not know, but we were in an arc for the longest time of moving the microphone stand, okay? And the microphone stand literally can't move right now because we're in a fucking tiny ass closet. The microphone stand has barely enough room to be pressed up. It's not pressed up against the wall. It's prepped up against the foam that is on the wall. So it's like it's pressing into the foam, which is, you know, on the wall, and then, like, the actual, like, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm not taking a photo, because then Kiwi can look at it and just be like, aha, there's only one place in America where they make these kinds of closets. The fool. And then, you know, he's fucking sending me Uber Eats when I am hungry but don't want to cook. And obviously we can't have that. So I remember that. I remember that bitch bought, like, tried to buy Uber Eats for Josephine. I remember that shit. I was there. But, anyways. That's some old lore. That is some incredibly old lore. And you know what? We're on an old rivalry here. It's Akamanto. It's look who it's Akamanto. Now, I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at 80% Doom. And I'm looking at 9-9. And then I'm looking at this. And I'm looking at this dickhead, and I'm like, oh, everybody has something to sell. You want to sell these hands? And actually don't do that, because I need those hands to grip the monkey wrench. Unless this can be like one of those wacky Resident Evil things where you cut off my hands, and then they're just on the ground, and then I get like a green herb, and then, you know, I put my hands back on. In which case, you can sell these hands, and then I'll just get them back, like, pretty soon. But, oh jeez, it's so over. It's Jover. It's Jowarida. I found an image today that was beautiful. It's like the Biden political compass chart, but instead of politics, it's like power and excitement or whatever. Like, and the 4 ones were, it's Jover. Well, actually, hold on. I have the image. I have the image on my phone. I don't know if I'll add it in post or just describe it to you. I'll probably just describe it to you. But I saved it on my phone because I really like it. But, okay. So it's the Biden meter. It's high energy, low energy, unpleasant, and pleasant. And so the four compass areas, high energy, unpleasant is getting Biden blasted, right? Like, it's over for you, not for him. You're just getting fucking annihilated by the Biden blast. It's low energy, unpleasant is it's Jover, which true. It's not pleasant when it's Jover. And then high energy, pleasant is let's fucking Joe. and then low energy, and then pleasant is soda! I don't know what it is about these, like, fucking Joe Biden memes, but I absolutely adore them. But anyways, as I'm leaning on my broken... You can hear it crack, though. Like, that's the thing that's concerning. Like, I feel like this thing's literally just gonna snap. Because it's like, it's a flat... Like, let me describe the one on the left, okay? It is a sort of, like, flat rectangle covered in, like, half an inch of foam on the top, right? My other one is caved in because the top of the rectangle broke and snapped off. And so you can see there's just, like, this crack line at the bottom and near the top. And then in the middle, it's just all, like, fucking caved in, and there's, like, foam and shit sitting in the chasm of a rectangle. Anyways, it's Jover, it's Jowarida. True, true. Every time I go here, I feel like I'm raising the doom, and it's very scary. But we gotta do everything that we can to dodge as much doom as possible. So, if that means we're rat-stratting the police station, that means we're rat-stratting the police station. What the fuck does that mean? It's statements by the utterly deranged. This is what World of Horror gamers have been demanding your respect for all this time. Stop doing World of Horror. Yes, I'll beat a god to death with the heavy-duty flashlight. Statements by the utterly deranged. What is this? Like, what? We're just... Oh, it's not Jover? Well, it is Jover, but you know what I mean, right? I mean, we run it like this. I forgot the inspiring novel was a thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Do you think I was gonna remember to use the inspiring novel? Do you really think I would remember to use one of the most helpful items in the game? Okay, we need to heal. That's non-negotiable. One more. Flashbacks. -2 dexterity? That's crazy. Honestly, we rest once. And then say, fuck it, we ball. I think we say fuck it, we ball at this point, right? I think... Wait, hold on, what? We're already patrolling the school, and it's a low threat level? You peace? Okay, I think we're gonna be okay. Oh no. Oh no, isn't this plus doom minus... Or isn't this minus stamina plus doom? It's episode 1000 and bro is going on the wall wiki? What a loser. -2 stamina... +5 doom! Huh? What? It's a charisma check? Please fail this. Oh, thank God, she failed it. She can't terrorize shit. She's bad. It's a skill issue. Like, what do you want me to do? Go into this fight with fucking 2 stamina? Bruh. Okay, block. We're probably gonna block, like, twice. And then... I cannot believe we got fucking cheesed by Miku's, like, events. Miku's events are so... we lost. It's Jover. It's actually Jover. We got cheesed by a Miku event. And Miku getting custom events was the biggest nerf she ever received. I want you all to know this. I want you to internalize this. That was gonna do 17 damage? We could have killed him in, like, 2 turns earlier? What the hell? It really was Jowarida? What the hell? Bruh. It was everything but strength, right? So that means, we die. Because I can't get rid of flashbacks. What doom is it? Why is it 103? Oh, because of Akamanto. True! I should have used the Tome of Rod. I forgot it was a thing. Okay, so... -3, -3, -3. Oh! Wait a minute. Is it just -3? Is it just -3? Are we cooking? Now this is a little bit... You see this? And then you see this? And you get a little nervous. I healed the wrong thing. Funny moment. We're not paranoid, are we? Oh, we are? God damn it, you can't kill Kana. Huh. So we just die because I healed the wrong thing. You're really gonna send me out like that? You're really gonna send me out like that? We died because I healed the wrong thing? That's actually... I want to point this out. We would literally live if I healed reason instead of stamina. I cannot believe this. It really is Jover. And there's no way we can get +1 reason without losing the game? Holy shit. I cannot believe that, bro. It really is Jover. And we don't have Doomed already either, because Doomed already would have healed us. Don't think I forgot about that interaction. Oh my god. Can you believe it? Look at this! I mean, this bozo's gonna fucking die turn 1. I hope. Probably. I mean, we heard the victory jingle. Let's go! We win these! Beautiful. Beautiful. This is the only way that I would want it. This is the only way I would want it to go. We win these. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.
The debt has been repaid.